If you've had lower back pain, pain shooting down your leg, pain in your buttock, pain when you're sitting, pain when you're bending, pain when you're doing everyday chores like washing the dishes, brushing your teeth, you're scared of lifting things up, you're scared of having recurrences, you're scared of having been admitted to the hospital in the past, I have some great tips for you. There's only 3 simple steps to help you understand where your lower back pain is coming from. It usually is only ever coming from your tummy, your lower back, or your legs. The failure of any one of these 3 parts of your body to work well and to be strong can cause lower back pain. The first test is to test the strength of your legs. I do this all the time in the clinic. You find people have one leg, which is their dominant leg, they're stronger in that leg compared to the other one. And so we're looking for a 45 centimeter height plinth or a chair. Most chairs are around 45 centimeters. What we're gonna be doing is standing on one leg, sitting down, standing up. You should be able to do this 20 times. And now, the left side. Great, so how did you go? Did you get 20? Could you hit more? Potentially write this down. If you were much lower than 20, say 10, 15, 7, 8, 9, or you couldn't even do one, that's a sign your leg is not supporting your back. When you walk, when you lift things, everything starts from your legs, flows up your hips and into your back. So if you do not have a strong leg, hip or back, that can cause problems further up the spine. Also, was one leg a lot weaker than the other? Take note, take stock of that. Figure out why this could be happening. Could be that when you're younger, when you're an athlete, you use one leg much more than the other in the past. Also, was your balance unsteady? Did you feel like you were tipping over, twisting in and out? You might have seen on my left side, I wasn't as steady. Was your knee shifting in? Was your foot collapsing inwards? Next, let's have a look at your abdominal or tummy strength. You do have your rectus abdominis, your oblique muscles, external and internal, and wrapping around the whole waist is your transversus abdominis. So let's look at the strength of these muscles and see how you're going. Now, I see this all the time where people are so weak in their tummy, they can't even do stage 1 of a 7-stage core test. Here's stage 1. So lying on your back, knees and hips up at 90 degrees, hands on your lap. People can't even reach their fingers past their knees. Now, stage 1 is to get your wrists past your knees. Stage 2, elbows past the knees. Without lifting your feet. Stage 3, shoulders past your knees. Stage 4, hands on your chest. It's getting tough for me. And you see from there that I'm only stage 3 to 4. My feet are lifting up. Now, stage 5 is hands behind your head. Stage 6 with a 2.5 kilogram weight, and stage 7 with a 5 kilogram weight. I'll try and demonstrate them. I need to work on my ab strength. That's probably why I have a hint of lower back pain. So stage 5, hands behind your head. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, okay? Just for demonstration. I'm gonna lock my feet under something. And now you've got to keep your hands behind your head. So that's stage 5. Knees up to 90 degrees. Now stage 6 is with a 2.5 kilogram weight behind your head. And stage 7 with a 5 kilogram weight. Do not let that weight leave your head. I need to work on my core. how did you guys go? So by now you're formulating a picture. For me, my left leg is a tiny bit weaker than my right. I could see that because it was wobbling a little bit. I did get to 20 on both legs though, but my tummy is what's letting me down. So I need to work well on my abdominal muscles. Okay, how are you guys going so far? Final test, and now you have a pretty clear picture of where your back pain's coming from. This test is checking your lower back. You'll be surprised how many back pains actually come from or are contributed by something else other than the back. A weak tummy, injured leg that has never been fully rehabbed and is therefore weaker, and you put more pressure on the other leg. And that can cause pain on either leg, the leg that has been overused or the leg that has been underused. There's also things like flexibility. We'll touch on that in another video to come, but this is the final test for this segment. This is called reverse hypers. So I've put a bed up at around 63 centimeters, which is close to a normal bed's height, around 50, 60, some are 70 centimeters. I'm draping myself across the bed, so my hips are off. Now these bones, if you feel these bones right in front of your hips, they're called your anterior superior iliac spine. We want these to be just off the bed. We're looking for 20 reps. Legs all the way up and down. Chest stays on the bed. I'm using my hands to keep my chest down. There you have it, guys. 3 simple tests. Helps you analyze and figure out where your back pain's coming from, finding the weakest spot, working on those, and if there was something that was just not quite up to scratch, work on them and get them a little bit better. They are just general rules of thumb. Now, people who are athletes will probably need to have a lot more than just 20 single leg sits and stands, probably above 30. But if you're an office worker, 20 is probably a reasonable mark. Do you have to hit stage 7 for the core test? No, not necessarily. But stage 1 or 0, where you're not even able to do it at all, or 2 is too low. For me, I need to work on my core strength and possibly my left leg strength, which was an old injury from touch football. Have to think about where your issues are coming from. Write down in the description below what you need to work on, and I'm gonna show you how to work on those in the next video. Now, you could just do what the tests are. So you could do reverse hypers. You could do your version of the sit-up, the stage that you're at, and aim to hit at least 20 of them. You could also just work on your single leg sit stands. That's the beauty of it, it's so simple. 3 tests which tell you where your problem is from, and also they can be your exercise too. I'll make a follow-up video on how to target these areas a little bit more holistically, as well as a flexibility video where we look at how well your back bends, as well as your hip, as well as how well your back bends backwards, to check how well your back bends forwards, backwards, side to side, left and right, rotation, how well your hips move, and all the muscles around your hips, buttock and thighs. So we'll save that for another video, but for most people who have chronic lower back pain, these 3 tests really are the answer for you. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys.